Mi gente, this is Tatianna Tarot, tuning in for another tarot energy forecast this week for April 4th through April 10th. It's been real this week. I personally been doing a lot of sound healing and energetic sound waves that actually causes a major shift in your life once you listen to some of these frequencies and some of these MP3 vibrations. There's this dude that likes to channel angels and all these ascended beings, and in the process of channeling them and listening to the music as he's channeling them, it really causes like really profound transformation and shifts within your DNA, within your cellular structure, within your life in general, because everything that happens inside of us can be manifested in the external realm as well. So it's all interrelated. So I'm sure your lives have been crazy awesome. My life has been crazy awesome. We're rolling with the flow. So I'm so grateful you guys have tuned in. I've gotten hidden up so many times. You guys sending me personal messages or emails or letting me know how this has been helping you out. I am really super, super, super grateful. Thank you so much for sending me that way. I just love doing this. I'm glad that it helps you out. That's the whole intent. May it be for the highest good of all involved. And in some way, you know, whatever I give out is also reciprocated back at me. And you should be thinking the same construct. So let's see what we have in store for Monday, April 4th and Tuesday, April 5th, like I normally do. For those who are first tuning in for the first time, I like to pull one card for every 2 days of the week, and then one card for the weekend for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this week, again, I'm using my my Morgan Greer. And I'm very much a traditionalist when it comes to tarot. I'll buy a bunch of decks, but because I've invested so much energy in particular decks, I'm not going to be all willy-nilly and just using whatever randomly. My spirit usually just likes one thing or the other. And then once in a blue moon, I'll switch it up. But this is the deck that's been calling to me recently because I've been spending a lot of energy and investing my time in this deck, reading so many people, so many awesome people. But at the end of this session, I did have a new deck that I just purchased. It's pseudo oracle like. It's all with animals. It is the animal medicine card. So I'll be pulling out one of these to see what is our animal spirit of the week and how that animal can guide us. Just like the Isis Oracle, just like the Sacred Oracle deck that I've used before in these sessions, the medicine cards are super powerful, OD powerful, extremely powerful. So I hope that you'll be able to resonate with the message and you'll be able to take that going into the week and have that guide you in whatever way that it needs to serve you. So let's take a couple deep breaths, fall into your heart space. I want everyone to just relax, and if you're watching this, normally I would advise people just to place full attention onto the session in and of itself because it's more energetic than it is just mindful attention. So what I mean by dropping into your heart space, I want people to shift their consciousness from their brain and thinking to this area of feeling and being open and receptive to what is. You're going to be observing and opening up your heart space so you're just aware of the energetic fields. You're aware of your experiences without limiting it, without judging it, without trying to rationalize it or logically comprehend what is going on. I'm at my sister's mama's place and she has birds flying all over the house because she wants them to be free. So if you see a bird intercepting in the session, don't freak out. Oh my God, that thing is climbing the window. Anyway, this is so funny. Abundance is everywhere, right? Anyway, let's tune in. From your heart space, I want you to just make the intention to receive the highest and most clear guidance that you can need this week for your personal path. Okay, I ask Spirit to please come through. What is the message in store for us on Monday and Tuesday, April 4th and April 5th for the highest good of all involved? What is it that we almost need to... I can't even... They start answering things before you even pull them out. That's how you know Spirit is really just in it to win it. For Monday and Tuesday, we have the Queen of Cups, okay? And so the Queen of Cups is a very high vibrational love card. It may be telling you, actually, it may be inviting you to a lot of sensual pleasures, sensual and sexual pleasures. These are great days to explore those realms, whatever that particularly means to you, whatever that kind of pops up within your energy field, whether it's a person, whether it's a book, whether it's a song, whether it's an activity. Me personally, I've been following Narissa, ¿cómo se dice? I don't even remember her full name. Narissa Nefertiti on Instagram. She's like this sexual goddess lady, and she does like yoni popping and like teaches you how to eat well and how to really tap into your sensuality. So if that's something that's what's calling you, um, even if you're a male and you want to explore your sexuality, or maybe you may have questions in regards to your love vibrations, things like of that sort may be popping up. The Queen of Cups resonates with the water element. So you don't really want to resist what is appearing for you in your field within these 2 days. Essentially, what you want to do is just go with the flow. Even if it's something that's discomforting, you will bring on more discomfort by resisting it. And you will bring on a stronger force from the universe that's trying to shove a lesson down your throat, but you're avoiding it. So it's like, okay, well, bam, double the amount of force in your life, and that's going to be super awkward. So just go with it and just work with what's being shown at you. You may indulge in a lot of creative endeavors. This can be a great time to like sit down, plan out in advance, maybe around the summer, what you want to implement in your life in terms of creativity. This is a great time to be vulnerable with yourself, or to be vulnerable with your loved ones, or to spend like a nice romantic date, to take a break from work a little bit and refill your cup. Like, you need to sustain yourself in order to work further into the future and to work more and to produce things of substance and value. You need to replenish your spirit. You need to balance that out. Water helps a lot. Again, this is the element of water. So water just assumes the shape of anything that it's in. It flows. It doesn't resist. Okay. So by adding more water to your diet, pure alkaline water, you not only are you feeding your cells with that positive chi and awakening and being really receptive to what your subconscious is trying to reveal to you, but also you activate your intuitive levels, you activate your psychic receptivity, you're in tune with your divine feminine, which is just the more expansive state of being, happiness, love, fertility, fluidity. Fertility doesn't only lend itself to giving birth to a child, but giving birth to projects, harmony, unity with other people, wanting to understand where other people come from instead of being in your ego and being like, well, I'm the one that's right, or this is the only way that I want to perceive things. You know, you might experience an expanded state of awareness within these 2 days. You may be really waking up to your love dynamics, maybe habits that you've learned from your habits that you've learned from your parents are now implemented into your own psyche, and you didn't realize until now. Or maybe patterns and things that you've developed with past lovers are resurfacing, or maybe a past lover will resurface, maybe a new lover will resurface. Just love in general, themes of creativity, love, topics with the mother, mothering. How are you nurturing yourself? How are you nurturing others? Are you receptive to the love and care of other people? Or are you kind of awkward and offstandish? And if you are, you need to be gentle with yourself. It's okay to be whatever form you're in. Just be aware that that is the experience that you're having, and that experience is providing you with a valuable lesson. Is it of value for you, or is it not? And if it's not of value, then what can you do to change it? So the Queen of Cups can be manifesting in terms of really super awesome dynamic ideas that you may want to implement in the near future. I think I even said that before, but it's coming back into my mind. So it's really important. I feel like people are awakening is a loose term. Everybody wants to throw that up. Everyone is always awakening, but now we're actually taking action on that awakening. So you're getting rid of the things that you no longer need, or you're now bonding with people. You're starting to see the purpose of certain individuals in your life, why you've been friends with this person for X, Y, and Z, or why that friendship just turned into a relationship, or why that relationship just turned into a friendship, or why you just need to cut people out of your life. It's your life. You can do whatever you want. So, the Queen of Cups is essentially delivering a lot of emotion to you. Don't be surprised if you may want to purge some of those emotions. Like, you don't always have to cry, pero you can write things down. You can reside in your body, because residing in your body will give you some grounding and centering for those emotions to travel. Without being too chaotic, without being too much in your emotional body. You want to balance it out. So that is the Queen for Monday and Tuesday. Let's see what's going on for Wednesday and Thursday. That's really interesting. Personally, Oshun, thank you, has been giving me so many gifts recently. Going through a lot of rocky changes, and so I think she's been sending me a lot of her daughters. A lot of you have been coming to me saying that you associate with Oya or Shun or other deities that I also worship and really associate with too. So I see you guys, we all getting connected, the tribe's coming together. And I'm really grateful for that, because we all really need each other. It's not just one or the other. It's the collective ultimately. So what is in store for Wednesday and Thursday? All these cards are like, they feel like they're in Disney World or something. They're super heightened in energy. Okay, Spirit, what do we need to know for Wednesday and Thursday? I like this one right here. I like cornbreads and collard greens, bitch. This card is okay. This card is okay. We got the Three of Swords, all right? It looks scary. Don't let nothing scare you. The only thing that can scare you is yourself. So when people see these things, they either look at my face for like reactions, and then they get scared based on my reactions, or they look at the card and they're like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." It's like, it's really not that serious. It's not that serial. I like making, what do you call them? In Spanish, they're called moriquetas. They make a lot of faces. Like, I'm just very active in my face, so don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to how you feel when the card is being described to you. Shh. 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 The Three of Swords can look very intimidating, but it is not an intimidating card, okay? What it basically pertains to is the balance of the body and the mind and the soul. There may be some sort of activity in your mind that is not allowing you to fully express yourself. You may be holding on to some weight or baggage that no longer needs to be there. You may be heartbroken. You may have, this is a time of revelation. So you're getting a lot of new information that can be overstimulating. What's going on in the world is affecting us on some level. What's going on with your neighbor is affecting us with some level. You may have found out something about the past that is not resonating in your heart, or you may find out something that's truthful that it kind of hurts, regardless, this all leads us to liberation in some way. So the best thing you can do is just to feel those emotions purely and not suppress them, because then they'll be locked up in the body, and you'll start manifesting body issues. You'll start being really tight or insecure, or just very offstandish, not wanting to participate with the world, which is fine. I'm very much a hermit too. But there needs to have some balance, because otherwise you're going to go cuckoo cuckoo. You need to go play in the sun. The Three of Swords, I would say, is, it's just a transformation. So things that may not be of a higher vibration are surfacing now to be wiped off from our energy fields. And so within Wednesday and Thursday, I don't think it's a big surprise that we're getting the Queen of Cups in the beginning of the week, and then Wednesday and Thursday we're having to deal with either some sort of loss or some sort of grief or sadness, or some sort of realization that what we thought was once real is not real. It could be you you know, the universe revealing an illusion that you've always had in your brain. It could be news of your body breaking down. God forbid, goddess forbid. It could be something that you need to take care of. You need to be responsible of, but you have not been doing it, or you've been denying yourself from that power, and now it's resurfacing in a way that's not pleasant. Okay, this is not entirely negative. This is not negative at all. In fact, I would say that you need these things to pop up in order for you to really move on, because when you're happy and hunky-dory later in the future doing your thing, being really focused on your goals, you're not going to want any of this ickiness to pop up and just like interrupt your flow. You don't want it to kill your vibe, so you might as well just face your fear head on now. And I mean, the only way to get past your fear is just to face it. Basically, the fear is not really real anyway, so that's something that you need to comprehend on your own terms, and something that your spirit is trying to teach you. Does it have value? Does it not have value? What are you afraid of? Why haven't you been taking care of the things that are in your power to take care of? And if they're not in your power, then you need to drop it so that you can live in peace and harmony. What are the things that are not causing you peace? What are the things that are hurting your soul? And is it in conjunction with the mother energy? Is it something in association with what your mother has taught you, or what you have learned from your mother? What you, even on a subconscious level, is it a behavior that you're picking up from your mother? Or does it just deal with feminine energy in general? This card, I hope, is just a temporary circumstance. It is another walk in the park. So I would say take it one day at a time. Be open to the message of what it's trying to reveal to you, and cope with it. Cope with yourself with a great sense of compassion and understanding, because ultimately these scary figures are only scary because we've been hiding ourselves from them, and then not trying to really understand where they're coming from, or what sort of valuable lesson that they can be teaching us. We view them as demons and monsters when we're really supposed to be working in tandem, to just overcome that hurdle and be our greatest version of ourselves, essentially. So, that being said, let's pull out the last card for this weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, that fell out, so I'm just going to go with that one. Ooh, the Genie in a Bottle card. This Genie in a Bottle card is the 9 of Cups. And again, we're dealing with a lot of emotion this week. Cups hold the element of water. They hold liquid, or emotional realm, or sensitivity, or receptivity to the divine, ideas, feelings, anything that's just consistently fluid. The 9 of Cups is dreams that are coming true, essentially. So you may want to be mindful of what tiny symbols, what tiny signs, even in the smallest way, like a tiny Facebook praise or something, are showing you that you're getting closer to your dreams, are showing you that you are manifesting your highest excitement in some way. You could even take a negative circumstance and twist it up to see how it's working for you. Maybe it's building up a tougher character. Maybe it's teaching you about boundaries. Maybe it's teaching you what you shouldn't be doing, or what you should be doing, what you should be enforcing and what you shouldn't be enforcing. This is a phenomenal card. Seldom do people get this card. It usually means whatever it is that you're kind of focusing on and intending on, whatever projects you've been pouring into on an emotional scale, are manifesting. Anything that you're anticipating to happen for the highest good will happen for the highest good. And it is usually the case because we have worked on ourselves, because we are conscious of our own needs and our own emotions and our experiences, that we can navigate ourselves towards the direction that we most want. And so when we can do that, when we can work in unison with spirit, with the great uniting force, we get all our dreams actualized. But it is only after that we realize what is holding us back, how we are holding ourselves back, and how we can be maybe transforming that energy into a more creative, dynamic pursuit. Love doesn't necessarily always pertain to sexuality in the physical sense. Sexuality is great, divine, creative energy. So it's the mergence of two different energies to create another outcome. So see how you can take your demons and your consciousness and transform that into something for your highest good. Transform that into your dreams and your goals and your wishes. You will be getting an unexpected gift towards the end of this week, this weekend. I don't know what's so particularly special about Friday the 8th through Sunday the 10th, but be on the lookout that you are essentially everything around you is a manifestation that came from your own head or your own emotions. So you have to be very conscious on how you're using your power and how it came to be that you're surrounded by a particular frequency. And if you don't like what you're surrounded by, be it your finances, your friends, your emotions, your family, and you know, you need to figure out what it's in your power to control that, or what you can do to just accept the circumstances and see what it's trying to teach you for the highest good. Now, for this whole week, I'm going to be using the medicine cards, and I like it because they've got little Shango in the back, meaning that they're very powerful, and I didn't even know that when I bought them. The medicine cards, if you guys want to see, they look like this in this box when I bought it, which is probably reversed because the video is reversed. It says medicine cards, the discovery of power through the ways of animals by Jamie Sams and David Carson. So everybody I've been reading out of that deck usually has extremely profound resonance with it. They resonate with it really well, and it just hits the head on the nail. So let's see what's in store for the week of April 4th through the 10th. What animal will most resonate with all of us and can provide us clarity and insight on our personal paths and spiritual development, any challenges that it can lead us through successfully, any roadblocks that we can navigate ourselves through our higher selves? Reveal yourself to us, animal. Okay, this one. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen this one yet. Hold on, let me look it up in the book because I'm only have to read this. The Beaver, number 22. Take a good look at this card. It says, the beaver is a builder, okay? Beaver is the doer in the animal kingdom. Beaver medicine is akin to water and earth energy and incorporates a strong sense of family and home. Again, I did mention the mother energy. I did mention water, that this week is going to be severely emotional, but in a good way, but you're going to be dealing with a lot of invisible energy. So if you were to look at the dams that block woodland streams, you would find several entrances and exits. In building its home, Beaver always leaves itself many alternative escape routes. This practice is a lesson to us, this practice is a lesson to all of us not to paint ourselves into corners. If we eliminate our alternatives, we dam the flow of experience in our lives. A doer is characterized by industriousness, and Beaver knows that limitations cancel productivity. Beaver is armed with very sharp teeth that are capable of felling whole trees. Imagine what those teeth could do to the limbs of predators. From the rear, Beaver is armed with a paddle-like tail that aids in swimming as well in guarding its behind. This tiny mammal is well equipped to protect its creation. To understand beaver medicine, you might take a look at the power of working and attaining a sense of achievement. In building a dream, teamwork is necessary. To accomplish a goal with others involves working with the group minds. Group minds constitutes harmony of the highest order without individual egos getting in the way. I said get your ego out of the way. The first card, right? Rewind the video and watch that again. Each partner in the project honors the talents and the abilities of others and knows how to complete the piece of the puzzle that belongs to them. In working well with others, a sense of community is achieved and unity ensues. If Beaver has appeared in your spread, it may be time to put your ideas into action or to complete some project that has been neglected. The Beaver card could also be asking you to settle differences with fellow workers or friends. Beaver tells you to look for alternative solutions to life's challenges and to protect the creations which you put your love and energy into. Sometimes Beaver will bring you a warning to watch your back. If this is your message, you will know it by the position in which the card falls in your spread. We only pulled out one card, so you should take everything under context and see what applies to you and what doesn't. If the card falls in the south position, it is to remind your childlike self that trusting is okay, but caution is necessary. Use discernment and all will be fine. Okay? Now I'm going to read the contrary part and see how you apply to it if that. Contrary. If Beaver has dunked its head underwater and is contrary, you are being asked to open new doors to opportunity and to stay aware. This could also usher in a time of laziness or apathy. Find what is damming the flow and remove the impasse. The questions that may have arisen when Beaver is contrary are: 1. Have I forgotten to allow room in my life for new experiences? 2. Am I willing to work with others? 3. Am I resentful of having to work? 4. Do I express my creativity by doing or just dreaming about it? This is very water, so you're gonna need some earth pentacles to ground your creativity. So that could be pertaining to that card too. 5. Has my mind created so many obstacles to productivity that I feel like a failure before I begin? Meditate upon Beaver's determination and willingness to work. Visualize the goal you wish to accomplish and be willing to work with others to achieve that end. Thank you for tuning in. This was a dope session. I feel like this week is going to be revolutionary for all of us. Let me know what your experiences are and let everyone know what your experiences are, because we can all learn from one another, especially on an energetic level. And subscribe if you really like these videos. And if you're interested in having a session with me, you can go to my website. It is www.myurbanillumination.com. Check the Work With Me link, and you can see all the services that I provide there. Thank you for checking out this video. Much love to you, and I'll see you soon.